Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'll be sharing with you how I make Nigerian jollof rice. So if you don't know what jollof rice is, it's basically a rice dish that's been cooked in a blend of peppers and tomatoes and onions, and it's enjoyed by various African countries, with Nigeria being one of them. So this recipe is simple and easy to follow, however the results are far from basic and you'll be guaranteed jollof rice that's extremely delicious and full of flavour. So to know how to make this Nigerian favourite, please keep watching. So to make jollof rice, you will need the following. So for this recipe, I used 4 mugs of easy cook long grain rice, and the brand of rice I used is called Tolly Boy. And here I'm just showing you the mug I used for reference purposes. You're also going to need 4 tomatoes, however if you don't have any fresh tomatoes, you can also use 1 can of chopped tomatoes. You're also going to need 2 red bell peppers, 2 Scotch bonnet peppers but adjust to suit your tolerance, 2 red onions, tomato puree, and I used about 3/4 of this tube. And for seasonings, I like to use a mixture of salt, all-purpose seasoning, nor chicken stock cubes to taste, and I also use 3 bay leaves and a tablespoon of dried thyme. So to begin, blend the pepper mixture which will be used for later on. So add the 4 tomatoes, the 2 red bell peppers, 2 Scotch bonnet peppers, and 1 onion into a blender. Then you want to add a little water to help the blending process. And blend until smooth and set aside for later. Next, you need to dice 1 red onion into small pieces. Now, if there's one thing that makes a difference to jollof rice, it's using red onions rather than yellow onions. Now, if you do try this, please let me know what you think in the comment section. So now you want to add in half a cup of oil into the pot, and once the oil is hot enough, add in the diced onions and fry on a medium heat till they become translucent. So after this, I added in the tomato puree, but unfortunately I lost a clip of when I was adding it, but as mentioned earlier, I used about 3/4 of the tube. So you basically just want to fry the onions and tomato puree together for 5 minutes. So doing this and starting off your jollof rice this way really makes a difference and adds such a delicious in-depth flavour. Frying it removes the bitter taste of uncooked puree that you usually get and gives it a smoky, sweet and distinctively rich flavour instead. You need to be sure to stir frequently. So once the puree has fried, add in the pepper mixture that was blended earlier and stir in well. Now it's time to season. Here I'm adding 3 bay leaves, 1 tablespoon of dried thyme, and a mixture of salt, nor chicken stock cubes and all-purpose seasoning. You want to stir this in well and cover and leave to boil on medium heat for 15 minutes. While the sauce is cooking, wash the rice repeatedly to remove the starch. You want to do this until the water turns clear. And this step is very important, so try not to be lazy about it, as this will prevent unpleasantly sticky jollof rice. After about 15 minutes, the sauce is ready, going from this to this. And as you can see, it has thickened slightly. So add in the washed rice and stir well to ensure the rice is properly mixed in. So next you want to add in enough water to cover the rice, so the water should be just above the level of the rice. Now this step is very important, as adding too much water can lead to soggy jollof rice, which we don't want. Now after adding the water, make sure you stir well. Now the easy part, just cover and leave the jollof rice to cook on a very low heat. So for example, if the highest setting of your cooker is 6, then reduce it to a 1 or 2. So I like to stir jollof rice every 20 minutes until it's cooked. So after the first 20 minutes it looks like this. You want to stir from the bottom up, and don't worry if you feel there isn't enough liquid to cook the rice. There actually is. It's the steam at this point that will do the remainder of the cooking. So cover the pot and leave to cook for a further 20 minutes before checking and stirring again. So after 40 minutes, check the rice and stir again from the bottom up. Cover the pot and continue to leave to steam. Now after steaming on a low heat for a total of 1 hour and 10 minutes, the jollof rice is ready. And that's how I make jollof rice. You can, however, make it in so many other different ways with different ingredients, but this is how I make it that guarantees me great results every time. I'd like to thank you very much for watching, and I hope you find this video useful.